Yo, what's up, everybody? Okay, it's time for us to talk about the next section of the embedded assessment for writing an argumentative essay workbook part two. This is the next section. It's about the five paragraph essay structure. Okay, question number one. Yo, Mr. F, what the heck is this sign right here? Why are you using like ancient Egyptian or Chinese looking writing? Okay, yo, it's not Chinese, right? It might be Latin, and I know there's a name for it, but I don't know what the name is. But what does it mean? Write this word, paragraph, paragraph. That's what it means. Okay, so what's a paragraph? Well, a paragraph is a very specific, distinct chunk of writing that's characterized, set off with an indentation at the beginning of the very first line of the paragraph. In other words, if you don't indent, how do we know that it's a new paragraph? Okay, so look at this question right here. How do you know when it's time to start a new paragraph? Yo, that is such a great question, okay? Listen to this answer. In a personal narrative, in a story, we start a new paragraph anytime we go to a new location, a new event happens, we go to a new time. Anytime a change of action happens, we will start a new paragraph. Some of you struggle to do that in the personal narrative. That's why we're talking a little bit more about it right now. Well, how do we know when it's time to start a new paragraph in an essay? Paragraphs and essays are totally different. Paragraphs and essays are totally designed before you even start writing. In an essay, okay, we're going to have an intro paragraph that has a very specific structure. We'll talk about that later. Then we're going to have body paragraphs. That's where the majority of like all of our information is going to be shared. And then at the very end, we're going to have a conclusion paragraph. And there's a specific structure for that too. So in an essay, we know that it's time to make a new structure when our discussion about the thing in one body paragraph or one paragraph is done. When we fulfilled its structure, it's time for us to move on to the next paragraph. In a lot of ways, writing paragraphs in essays is way easier because you kind of plan it before you even start writing. But typically, a paragraph is a single chunk of writing that discusses one specific thing. When you go to the next paragraph, you're discussing some different thing. It might be related to the first paragraph, but it's not the exact same thing. Because it's not the exact same thing, you start a new paragraph. When you go to the following paragraph, it might be related to the first two, but you're going to talk about that topic slightly differently than the other two. That's the difference between one paragraph and the next. Yo, last question. Why do teachers like using a five paragraph essay structure when they do essays? Yeah, you're going to see that a lot in intermediate and in high school. A lot of five paragraph essays. It's just a good, solid, like practice activity. You want to give kids the opportunities to learn how to do intro paragraphs, conclusion paragraphs. Two body paragraphs in the middle might not be enough. One body paragraph in the middle might not be enough. But four or six body paragraphs in the middle is like overkill for the most part. We just want to give kids an opportunity in a very basic but very like effective activity to practice essay writing. Five paragraphs is typically like good enough. Four paragraphs is probably not enough. Three is definitely not enough. Five paragraph essay, yeah, that's probably enough space to show that you can write over extended uh, amount of pages, extended amount of information and ideas, but not too long where like it becomes like unmanageable for you, but also for me. Five paragraph is a good start. So what's the answer for that? Yeah, try to put into your own words everything I just explained, or summarize it and paraphrase it best you can. Peace.